You fuck with Big Brother, you get straight. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck he said. Big Blue told me something I can't hear. You already know what the fuck time it is. Turn out and tune in. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your motherfucking boy, Big BAYDAY, and this is the Real Talk Real Shit podcast. And as always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Could have been anywhere, but you're here with me. You already know I got you. So on today's episode, I'm talking about the current situation. I'm gonna be touching on a lot of things, but I've been doing a lot of studying. I'm just waiting for shit to happen. Like I just be paying attention, trying to wait for shit to happen. Now, it's been a lot going on recently. It's a lot of distractions going on, and it's a lot of things that's going on that you might not be aware of if you ain't paying attention. So I want to start with today. The president Donald Trump, he just declared a national emergency today for he said basically he declared a national emergency in America because they're saying the technology, US technology, is basically under attack type shit. All right, now what they're talking about is 5G. And for anybody who don't know what 5G is, just look it up, man. Just do your research on it. 5G is terrible internet speed. It's just a new internet speed that they're trying to come out with, or they're gonna come out with, pretty much, because ain't nobody gonna stop it. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. But it's the fifth generation of the internet, basically, and it's gonna fuck everything up. It's gonna tie everything together. Some dummies might think it's good because they want faster internet, but how fast do you want your internet? Like, for example, when you clicked on my video, how long did it take for it to start playing? It don't take no time. If you paid your phone bill and you got regular internet nowadays, 4G, you're straight. You know what I'm saying? But they want to take it a little step further, and they're going to. All right, now Trump's basically saying, basically, the race to 5G, we got to win the race. I thought initially when I seen it, he was trying to stop 5G. But, you know, every president's with the shits. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing changed. They're all the same. They're all in cahoots. They're all for the same team, and it ain't us. It's not we the people. They're for the rich people and the money holders. You know what I mean? So, basically what he was saying was like, we have to race to 5G. We got to be the first to have 5G. And if we don't have it, the world's going to leave us behind and all that. For one, America's getting ready to become a third world type country anyway, because all the great industries of America are gone. The only thing America has left is entertainment and food. You know what I'm saying? They're feeding us and they're keeping us dumb. Other than that, America don't have nothing else. Ain't no great doctors here. It's not too many great lawyers. There's not too many great people here. It's just a very small few people who are doing anything that means anything in America. Everybody else is basketball players and fucking entertainers and rappers and shit, like a bunch of pointless shit. All right. And with that being said, with all this stuff happening, you got a bunch of distractions and a bunch of things, like a bunch of people are getting silenced and a bunch of things are happening. Now, by distractions, I mean, if you paid attention to these rappers, it was like 3 or 4 different rappers that got attempts on their life this week, just in the last 3-4 days. Like, Offset got shot at, Wyeth and Lucci just got shot at, Thugger's Tour Bus got shot at, boy NBA Youngboy, his entourage just got shot at, and they killed the dude who was shooting at them. It's so much shootings going on, and majority of it was in Florida too, in like Miami-Dade County and Florida and stuff. Another Chicago rapper just got murdered in Florida. It's a lot going on, you know what I mean? And a lot of that stuff could be true, but the reason I figured a lot of it is shit is fishy is because most of these reports were reported on by TMZ before anybody else, okay? Now, if you do your research on TMZ, TMZ is a company that's owned by Time Warner, and Time Warner is owned by the CIA. If you do your research, just do your research. Just shut the fuck up. Don't question me. Do your research. Time Warner, pretty much, and Comcast, Time Warner, all those companies like that, Disney, they pretty much own all the media outlets in the world. Time Warner is pretty much on top of all the media outlets in the world. It's pretty much only 4 companies that own all the media in the world. That's this YouTube we're watching. That's everything. So, with TMZ reporting on most of these things first, that's a big red flag, because if you figured out that TMZ is owned by Time Warner, and if you figured out that Time Warner is partnered up with the CIA, and it has been that way since 1948, do your research. Don't question me. Do your research. I done my research. Anyway, Time Warner has been Time Warner has been in cahoots with the CIA since 1948, and it's still going on to this day. They all control. That's why CNN talks shit about the president, and Fox talks shit about this, and they're all with the same narrative, or similar narrative. You know, and you might have one company that's on one side of the fence and one company on the other side of the fence, but they're promoting the same agenda, just on two opposite sides, to make you feel like you have a choice in the world, but you don't have no choice. We don't have no choice. This shit is getting pushed regardless. Now, another thing that just recently happened, the main thing is that Trump shit, because they're talking about our technology. And now with technology being threatened and all that, that's our power grid. And if anybody's been paying attention, the U.S. government has been saying the power grid is under attack or under threat, or, they've been saying our power grid's under threat for the last 4 or 5 years. Even Barack Obama was talking about all the power could go out from asteroids and out of space and all this dumb shit. They've been preparing people for the outage, the great power outage, for years. So it's coming, y'all. Just shut the fuck up. Do your research and just put 2 and 2 together, and you'll just think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, another major thing that happened, and I know I'll be rambling, but another major thing that happened was the pregnant black lady who just got shot by the police and killed, just got murdered by the police, pregnant. They should, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you see footage, when you keep seeing footage of black people get murdered by police, please understand that shit is intentfully put there to piss you off, to piss black people off, to make black people rage and flip out. And, they want civil unrest. They want us to flip. Because if we don't flip, they can't trip. As soon as we flip, they can trip. You know what I'm saying? And by that, I mean, pull out them guns and pull out martial law and lay niggas down like they want to do. Because their plan is to push us off the edge and piss us off to the point where they can come in militarily and do what the fuck they want. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, the military and the police and law enforcement is just a small percentage of population. So if anything was to happen right now, it wouldn't go according to their plan. That's why I haven't popped off yet. Got to understand this. Who's in the military and who's in the police? Civilians. You, your mama, your brother, your sister. Regular Americans. We're the police and we're the military of America. So with that being said, if your commanding officer told you to go kick in all the doors in a certain neighborhood, in your neighborhood or another neighborhood in America that you were just made to do, like go in there and seize everybody in the house and arrest everybody in the house, you know what I mean? But you really don't in your heart know why you're doing it, or you don't feel like it's justified to do, you're not going to do that. And what I mean is right now, they don't have enough people on their side to win. That's why they're so drastic. That's why they're banning everything on Facebook. That's why everything is getting shut down on social media. Social media is about to be shut all the way off. And because they gave too much power to us, they gave too much power to the people to do like what I'm doing, to report the truth to y'all. And which it should be like that because we're supposed to have freedom of speech, but these tongues, it ain't free, and you can't say what the fuck you want to say. And you know that for a fact because if you had the job and you say one derogatory thing against a certain creed or group of people, it's over for your ass. You know what I mean? Like, say you say something against gay people, or you say some racial shit to somebody, it's over for you. You know what I'm saying? Which it kind of should be because you shouldn't be going around disrespecting people. You know what I mean? That's not what it should be about. But with everything going on, Coronita. Anyway, with everything going on, you just gotta understand that it's all tied together. It's no quinky dinks, there's no coincidences in this world. And everything that is happening right now has been planned and it's been geared in this direction for the last shit. For one, if anybody who knows Big BAYDAY, who knows me, I've been saying this shit. I've been telling people all this shit's coming into fruition and into play, but like not 20 years. Yeah, I'd say about 17 years ago. 17 to 20 years ago, I've been telling everybody that this shit was gonna be like this. You know what I mean? I've seen it coming. I've had insiders telling me. I've had the word, bro. I've been knowing this shit was gonna be like this. I've been predicted this shit, you know, and I'm not saying I'm like nobody, like I'm somebody, but I'm not saying like I'm better than anybody or anything, but I just pay attention to the world. I pay attention to what's going on around me, and I'm not lost and blinded by the world. I'm not controlled by media. I'm not controlled by man. So I could think. I have a clear thought to think, you know, and nobody can really mislead me. I'm not misleadable. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, this might be some of our last little reports on the internet, bro. Like all the people who are doing shit like me, but the bigger YouTubers who are doing what I do, they're getting silenced, bro. They're getting shut the fuck down. Facebook is shutting niggas down. YouTube is shutting people